more of a wrestler's right position because it's easier for me to go ahead and attack it. The other position I'll usually get it on is when I'm transitioning off of a lapel choke after I've already rolled them. But when you get here, it's actually a pretty good opportunity to go ahead and attack it. So I'll put one hook in so that he's starting to buy that situation, okay? That allows me to get my hand underneath here so that when I step through, I can catch my shin right where my ankle is, okay? So we're in our wrestler's right, hook, hand goes under the armpit, step over. As soon as it touches down, you grab that ankle and the shin, okay? And as soon as I catch that, I'm gonna roll. And it opens it up. And you can see, you can even catch it on a little bit of an angle. As you get better at the roll and pulling the shin, you'll end up in more of a classic, you know, straight line variation of it, and that gets pretty nasty too. But you should be able to finish this as long as you keep a hold of the ankle and or the shin, okay, and you wrap your foot back onto his near side hip. That allows you to just bridge into it, okay? And again, if you're having that much issue with it, you can reach around, grab the knee, keep a hold of the shin, and just squeeze in. Okay, so step, hand, step through, catch, roll them over, collect, squeeze. What's better than a choke? A choke with an arm lock on it. Okay, so I used to just put people in triangles specifically because it would make them not pay attention to the arm in, and it would be a really easy arm lock. But this, especially this variation of it, is very, very easy to get the guy in double trouble, which is what we call it when we put him in one submission and attack the other one, usually an arm lock. So as I pop over and I connect this, it might be a little bit loose, might be feeling okay, but that allows me to go ahead and catch his arm and bring it in. Now you notice it's coming at an angle, okay? If I just kind of straighten it straight up, it has a tendency to bend. So don't get, you know, stuck in that idea that it has to come straight up your body and bisect your chest. Sorry, I might loosen up a little bit. Once you catch it, normally it's kind of bent like that, you're gonna hook it and then sit back at an angle. And you'll notice it's about 45 degrees here. And then you pull it through that way. Notice his thumb is pointed that way. I'm pulling him in this way. My hips are roughly pointed that way. If I pull it straight back from here again, it's going to be more like a bent arm lock, which you can also do that. You can pop it through there and come across. But I find it's a lot easier to just collect.
And safer, more reliable,
right,
to grab that way, right. What Derek just did there.
So one more time through. Okay. If you're having trouble with the roll and you don't want to commit to a full-on shoulder roll, start your roll with pulling the shin. Okay? You could get him to roll over with just the shin if you really needed to. So if you came through like this, okay, and just grab that shin and pull it over, he's going to flip over for you. He'll keep going and you'll get your triangle somewhere halfway. Okay? So obviously think about that. But if you have a good combination of pulling the shin and tucking and rolling over your shoulder, you're going to get that nice, you know, like straight on application of it. Okay. All right. The idea here is I'm going to kind of prime the pump a little bit by having my hand sitting here and waiting. So if I'm already here, I've got one hook in right there. And again, I like using this following up from a collar choke as well, but the same thing applies. If I can get my foot over, my hand's already there. So then all you have to do is pull it at your right hip. So you back on elbows and knees real quick. Okay, boom, foot goes there, my hand comes underneath, step in. Now this is really far forward so you can kind of see how I'm doing it. I would never do it this way. I always try and step in a little bit and catch. Or even better, step over and grab without ever touching my foot on the mat. But you can see now, because it's so far forward, again, don't do it that way, this is just for demonstration purposes. You can reach in and catch that. Your hand is already there underneath. Step, catch, okay? And then just roll and pull. Okay, when you bring your foot up, don't worry about it being slightly angled, okay? You're gonna step over, flex the foot, and then bring this back. And you can see how it shifts you back over when you put this foot on his hip. And he's already ready to tap.